your hardest, toughest treks would be Everest Base Camp, Kilimanjaro, Machu Picchu?
No.
Nothing.
Kilimanjaro is by far the hardest.
Toughest, is it?
Yeah.
What makes it the worst?
Because Everest Base
Is it
Camp
just
is
the last day or even all
just
through
the
as
last
well?
day. See, end of the day, a trek is the sum of its parts. It's a smaller trek than base camp. All the days are easier than the base camp. All of it is far more less rugged and shorter because it's half the distance compared to base camp. It's half the
Oh.
time compared to base camp. But that one day of summit is such a killer that despite everything else being half the intensity, this one thing is so overpowering intensity that as a whole, I just feel like that one thing makes the whole without that summit, there is no Kilimanjaro. No. So
Correct,
what's the
correct,
point of
correct.
saying rest of the days are easy? Rest of the days ke liye thodi na ja raha hai. Like,
No, but I've read a lot of blogs where people have broken down in
but
the
one day is
that one
killer.
last day, and it's
Oh my God.
impossible kinds.
No matter how prepared you are, it's a bit underestimated. But sometimes it's good to not worry too much and they say go out. One, it's like it's a summit. It's not a base camp, right? So you're hitting the summit, which means the landscape is far more steep, far more rugged, far more harder because it needs climbing. It's not walking. Two, it's at a higher altitude, therefore far lesser oxygen.
Yes, yes, I've heard a lot of AMS issues in
Far
India, I
lesser
think. Yeah.
oxygen. Three,
Wow.
you start at midnight because it's a summit and summits are always started at midnight because you got to come back down before the sun gets harsh, because if the sun gets too harsh on the mountain you get mountain blindness. You can't see. The sun will be so bright and harsh at that heights that you can't see anything and you
Wow.
will end up falling. So you got to start by 12 midnight and it's 10 to 12 hours. You have no option but to do a 10 to 12 hour, no matter how tired or how you are not. So you start by midnight. That's and four, it's minus 20, minus 25 at midnight. And it's a 10 to 12 hour journey. You start by midnight and you're just like, and all of this together, it's such a killer. By the time the sun is rising, you already have nothing left in your body because the cold has eaten everything you have. Then a ray of hope comes when the sun rises. And just when that ray of hope comes, you realize your body is already giving up. Because then you motivate yourself saying, Abhi sunrise ho gaya, so push yourself a little more, little more. And then you realize that you only covered half the distance. Because as you go higher, even 100 meters is going to take you like 2 hours. And we're talking 5,900 meters, right? Altitude. It's such a killer, Zeus. I'm not
Oh
joking. I
my
remember at one
goodness.
point I sat down and I said, I was really badly hit, very badly hit after a point. I was feeling giddy. I was throwing up. I was losing control and I couldn't see properly because I was doing it at a slow pace. So the sun had gotten blindingly bright. I just sat down at one point and I said, what am I going to do? And he said, can you see there? That's where it is. One more up, push yourself. I said, yeah, I'm not turning back. I'm never coming here again, so I got to do it. I pushed myself too hard. I think I pushed myself so hard that I managed to get myself to the top. There was no way I could get myself back down. That's the state I got in.
Oh my
I
God.
sat on the top, and instead of celebrating, I just kept my hand on my head and I broke down
Broke down.
completely. And I said, I can't even see the bottom. I'm at the top, but I don't think I'm going to make it back to the bottom because I was losing control. I was feeling giddy. I couldn't see properly. And my guide told me, I'm going to hold you. We are going to get down. Just hold me. And the terrain is terrible. I fell down so many times. I hurt myself. My knees were bruised. There were rock scratches everywhere. I couldn't see anything. All I remember was, I don't think I'm going to get to the bottom. And I remember constantly sitting down and breaking down and crying, thinking, what have I done? I pushed myself so much that I have nothing left to get myself back down. That moment is very scary. I'm not even exaggerating because sometimes we tend to say this very lightly. In that moment, my oxygen levels were so low, he measured it and he was freaked out. My body oxygen level had dropped so much.
Oh
I was
my
starting to lose my sight
God.
and I couldn't even walk without holding onto something. And I had a 2.5 hour journey down just to base camp. After that, I had a 2 day journey down. I don't know what happened, how I got myself to base camp. From base camp, I had to be emergency lifted.
Oh,
I
oh, it had
couldn't do anything.
actually gotten that bad.
It had gotten really bad, Zeus, when I got back down. That
Oh,
it was,
wow.
I was just grateful.
Frightening.
I made it to the top
Hmm.
because that's all I cared about. But that is very foolish because it left me with nothing to come back down. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Oh my God.
very scary. And
So
I was
one has
alone.
to prepare for a lot of things when they go to such. When you can have such eventualities, but then so if you go on a guided tour, your guide has to be a solid person who will be able to.
On these, it's a one-on-one. Huh? I mean,
Hmm. Oh, it's a
I haven't any.
one-on-one.
I had a full expedition team with me. I had my own guide, my
Hmm.
porter, my cook, and my helper. Usually, it's max 2 people for one because the summit day of Kilimanjaro is very hard.
Hmm.
At max, it'll be a two to three people mapping to one because you need that. Because imagine if like me, two other people also started losing sight and balance. Somebody has to take them down, and
Correct.
this is not unusual.
Can because I was earlier thinking it was a part of a group. So if you are in a part of a group, then it's tough
No,
to
no.
give up
Then
because
still
then
they give you a one to two people mapping. Whoever wants to stop, they go back down. And I owe so much to the guy.
yeah,
I'm not.
yeah, I know. I was going to say you really
And
owe
they do
so
this
much
with
to
everybody.
guys.
They do this with everybody so
I love
beautifully.
it,
They
man.
put their. They take so much
Yeah.
accountability.
So
He
being a
told me,
guide isn't just about, taking you up
"Oh
and
my
bringing you down.
God,
It's
he's your
all
life.
about giving you the confidence. Yeah.
He's your life." And
Correct, correct, correct. But that did not stop you. You went on more hikes after that also. It's not that, one such experience stops you, which is where I say that that's how it should be. Like one should not stop you. You be careful for the next.
you learn.
You learn. You don't do stupid things. Here also, I don't know whether I would call it being stupid, but
No,
because I know many people would do that. You can see the peak in front of you. You push yourself and do it.
yeah.
Things like that. But I don't know. Be more cognizant of
It's
your own
easy to
body and
say
all of
than
it.
do. I
It's
get,
easy to
yeah.
say. Yeah, it's easy to say, but it did not stop you. And just like how diving does not come naturally to you, but you still do it. Similarly, these things, you will still continue doing it. I'm sure you are going to go to Everest also. And I'm 100% sure you will be going to the
You
Everest.
shouldn't say
Yes.
go, you should say go and come back.
Yes, yes. You will go, come back,
But, yeah.
influencer, reel, sab
And tell you
aayega
story.
humko.
Yeah.